Hello. We're still doing Pilates and the weather is getting hot, but at least we're not as hot as BC, huh? We're starting standing today. So I want you to just, actually I'll kill that light, that helps a bit. I want you to line up your feet 100% with each other underneath your hips. I want you to pick something eye level in front of you, look at it, press down through the center of your foot, out through the top of your head, let your arms dangle, and just go to your Pilates breath. You're going to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale, get some width into the body. And exhale, narrow. Can you feel your arms gently kind of floating as you breathe, almost like you're in water and there's a little bit of a wave coming by, and it causes your arms to kind of float up a little bit and float back. One more of those. Now let's make this a shoulder shrug. So just lift the shoulders up and drop them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more here. Up and down. Now bring the back of the hands together in front of you and turn the palms forward as you come back. Back of the hands together. Palms forward as you go back. Breathing. Just trying to get the shoulders to soften and let go a little bit here. Now let's take it to one arm. You're going to soften your knees, let your body rotate as the arm comes across and back. Back of the hand is leading always. Breathing, one more of these. Let's go to the other side, across and back. Notice the difference between the two sides, right? Maybe you got one shoulder that's a little stiffer than the other. This is just flowy, right? We're just starting. We'll get a little bit more active through the arms in a minute here. One more. Beautiful. Let's just go to our little hip sway. So just letting the hips sway side to side, soft knees, breathing. And step your feet wider, turn your knees out, little soft knee there, little side to side sway through the hips again, breathing. And then turn inwards, soft knees, a little side to side sway here. Now, right, with the inward rotation, right, your knee is still aiming over the center of your foot. If you're having a hard time getting your hips moving, you probably have your feet too far apart and it's hard to move them out there, yeah? One more nice deep breath here. And then we'll step one foot forward, the other foot back, soft knees, little side to side sway here. How does this feel this morning? And then we'll switch which foot is forward, soft knees, a little side to side sway here. Breathing. And then we're going to line our feet up 100% with each other. And we're going to go to our pendulum arms just to get the shoulder girdle a little bit looser this morning. So remember, with your pendulum arms, let your arms drop and bounce back up again. Turn your head towards the wall behind you. Let your chest turn. One more here. Oops, bumped my reformer. Let's go side to side. In front of you. Drop, bounce back up again. Breathing. What does it feel like in this lateral line here? Yeah, last one. And then with us a little bit dizzy maybe after that, we're gonna go right to balance. So make sure you're not gripping in your bum and thighs. Bring one knee forward. We're going to 15 counts today. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, right? So you saw my ankle wobbling. That is what you want. You're not trying to lock that out because, right, I could just stand here locked and do nothing, right? So don't lock out the knee and hip. Bring your other knee forward. We're doing 15 count, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do our other side. Now you might notice one of my ankles is way wobblier than the other. That's because I've had a lot of damage to my left ankle. Let's go to the other side. So, right, unlock that knee and hip, bring your opposite knee forward, pick it up, and we're going to go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the other side. Bring your knee forward, float your foot up. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go to a little bit of ankle work, footwork. I'm just moving my iPad to the other side of the room so you can see my feet more easily. I'm going to pop on a lighter too, and I'm going to jump up on my reformer so you can see my feet. So we did a little bit of this last week. What I want you to do is just lift your heels and come down, and lift your heels and come down. Well, now when you're here, you want to think about the weight going towards the big toe, not the pinky toe, because if the weight goes towards the pinky toe, the ankles start to bow outwards. And we want the joints of our body to line up nicely, and if that weight is a little bit more towards the big toe, that'll happen. Now we're trying not to do a big sway forward and back here, trying to just go up and down. Now we're going to turn this into what's known as running. In Pilates, we do it on the reformer. And what you're going to do is you're going to have your heels lifted, and then you're going to drop one, and then you're going to switch which one is dropped. So you're going up in between, and you're trying not to let your hips sway side to side, right? We're not doing this. We're just going straight up and straight down. And we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to release out those calves a little bit. I want you to step one foot forward, the other foot back, square your hips to the wall in front of you, and then just bend that front knee and straighten it. Now as you bend it, remember you're going to aim over the center of your foot. And if you're not getting a lot of release through that back calf, maybe you got nice mobile tissue in your calves, you can step the front foot a little further forward, right? We'll do 2 more here. And then we're going to get a little deeper into the calf by bending both knees and straightening both knees. Bend both knees, straighten both knees. Feel how that's just a little closer to the bone in that back calf. If you're having a hard time bending both knees, that front leg is too far forward. Yeah. 1 more here. And then we're going to switch which leg is forward, right? So square yourself to the wall in front of you, and then just bend that front knee and release, and bend and release, bend and release. Breathing, bend and release. Aiming over the center of your foot, right? Remember, if you're not getting a lot of tug in that back calf, step your front foot a little further forward. This is my tighter side, so I'm not doing that. We're just going to do 1 more here, and then we're going to bend both and straighten both. Bend both, straighten both, bend and straighten, and bend and straighten. Breathing, aiming both knees over the center of your foot. Now we're going to do 2 more here. Last one. And then let's just come down onto our hands and knees so we can do a little bit of cat stretch. So you want your hands right under your shoulders, your knees right under your hips. Remember, if your wrists are sore today, You can have your weight up on your knuckles with your thumbs pointing away from your kneecaps. Back of the head matches the back of the shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, point your tail down at the floor. Scoop your back up to the ceiling. Take an inhale here. Exhale, come back to where you started. Take an inhale. Exhale, rounding up to the ceiling. Inhale, you're looking at your knees. Exhale, flattening back out again. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, flatten back out again. Let's do it on the 2 breath. Exhale, round. Inhale, flatten. Exhale, round. Inhale, flatten. One more here, round. And flatten. Let's undulate it. So round, shifting towards your fingertips. Flattening, shifting towards your heels. Getting that wave or undulation going through your spine. Exhale to round. Inhale, flatten. One more. And then a little tail wag. Pull your tail to one side and then the other. And then we'll come center. And let's go on to our backs. Now, we're going to go right away to hip roll. So you don't want to have anything extra under your head because you're going to be lifting your butt. Your feet want to be within the width of your pelvis. And actually, just for a moment, let's do a couple of imprints. So you're going to take an inhale, exhale, just imprint, and inhale neutral. Now, if that's bugging your neck, pop something under your head because imprint ideally does not hurt your neck. Exhale, imprint. Inhale, neutral. Remember, the feet stay light as you imprint because it's from deep core. Yeah, one more here. Imprint and neutral. Now, we're going to do our hip roll. So you're going to take an inhale. You're going to exhale, find that same imprint, then press your feet into the floor and lift up, stacking your knees over your ankles. Take an inhale. Exhale, soften through those ribs and release back to neutral. So pelvis is heavy, feet are light. Take an inhale. Exhale, imprint, then press into the feet. They get heavy, lift on up onto your shoulder blades. Take an inhale. Exhale, rolling back down again. One more of those. Imprint, pressing your feet and come up. Inhale. And exhale, roll back down again. Now let's make this a 2-breath exercise. So exhale, roll up. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, roll down. One more. Exhale, roll up. And inhale, roll down. Now, if you like something extra under your head, you're going to grab it and pop it under your head. You're going to bring your hands up in front of your chest with your palms facing each other. It's kind of like you're holding a box in front of your chest. And right back's in neutral. So pelvis heavy, low back light, ribs heavy. And just reach those fingertips forward towards the ceiling. Come back to where your upper back and upper chest are equally wide. Inhale, forward. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, protract. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, forward. Exhale, neutral. One more here. Protract and neutral. Now let's keep your neutral. We're going to do an arm scissor today. So you're just going to scissor one hand towards your head, the other towards your hip, and exhale, meet in the middle. Inhale, scissor to the other side, and exhale, center. Now, if you want to keep working with that idea that we were working on lately of moving your humerus bone in the shoulder joint without the shoulder joint changing shape, you're not going to let your arm drop past your temple or your hand drop past your hip. So we're working on that surety of movement of that humerus bone, yeah? Working on the glenohumeral timing. Fancy words, eh? One more here. Let's just rest your hands on the floor by your hips, keeping your head heavy on whatever it's resting on. We're going to move to a head nod. So just gently nod your chin towards your chest and release back to neutral. Inhale, tiny nod. Exhale, release. Nod. And release. One more here, little nod. And release. Now let's go back to the shoulders. So lift your arms a little bit away from the floor, palms are faced in. Find that place where your upper back and upper chest are equally wide. And you're just going to inhale, slide your shoulders towards your ears. Exhale, slide towards your heels. Inhale, up towards your ears. Exhale, down towards your heels. Because we do want that shoulder girdle to move. It is a girdle. It's your collarbones and your scapula together. Right, this thing that goes around your body. Yeah, while we're here, inhale up and exhale down. Let's move on to our ab prep. So I want you to take your hands behind your head. I want your elbows where your ribs and shoulders are in neutral. You're going to inhale, do the little nod we practiced a moment ago. Exhale, soften through the front of the ribs and round up to look at your knees. Inhale as your tail's still heavy on the floor, and exhale back down again. Because remember, if we're in neutral, right, sacrum or tail area is heavy, low back is light. Inhale, nod, exhale, curl up. We're trying not to imprint on this. Inhale, exhale back down again. But the part of your back between your bra line and your belly button gets heavier into the floor. And exhale back down again. Inhale, nod, exhale, curl up. And if you were a guy, you could call it a bro line, yeah? It's where heart rate monitor goes around the rib cage, yeah? Inhale, nod. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, hold. And exhale down. One more here. Exhale as you curl up. Inhale. And exhale back down again. Now just release out the chest a bit. Let's drop the elbows sideways. Let your knees rock to one side and then the other. And just notice how stiff this feels right now, right? We're going to do it again later on after we do our obliques. Just notice if, you know, how easy the rotation through the hips are, how much tug you feel in your chest right now. Alrighty, time to go onto our bellies for a little bit of breaststroke preps. So, right, you're gonna take your hands beside your head. You're gonna have your legs close together with your kneecaps pointing down, your belly buttons in. You're gonna inhale, slide your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, use your back muscles to lift your upper chest away from the floor. Inhale, you're still looking at the floor. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, back down again. Now, I didn't say this earlier, but remember, as you're coming up, there's going to be a little bit of a pressure in the top of your foot into the floor to help your core and your legs be a little bit engaged in this exercise. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, back down again. 2 breaths. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more, up. And down. Let's just go to our breaststroke prep number 2. So take your arms alongside your body. Palms are going to face the ceiling. Let those shoulders roll forward. Top of the foot is still gently pressed into the floor. I want you to inhale, turn your palms inwards to face your thighs, opening your collarbones. Exhale, reach out the top of the head, lifting into extension. Inhale, hold. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, turn your palms inwards. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, turn your palms in. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, down. One more here. Inhale, palms in. Exhale, lift. Inhale. And down. Let's just go to our shell stretch. Sit back over your heels, round out your back. I know I didn't do the final arm position. I'll do it later on. So, right, sit back toward your heels, a little side to side rock here. Rounding out your back, scooping your belly button in. Or, right, if your knees and hips aren't happy, you can always lay on your back and hug your knees into your chest for your shell stretch. One more nice deep breath here. And it's time for the 100. So let's pop onto our backs. If you like something extra to help your neck and shoulders be happy, have it under your head to start and end this exercise. Now, let's just for a moment tune into the back line of the body before we do the 100. So, right, pelvis is heavy, low back's light, ribs ideally are heavy. As you're breathing, I want you to see if you can sense the back of the ribs moving on the floor. So, right, kind of below your shoulder blades and above your belly button, that's part of your rib cage I'm talking about, right? Your ribs go all the way up between your shoulder blades and up under your collarbones, but I'm talking about this back end, low back end, right? As you inhale, can you feel that part of your back put a little bit more pressure into the floor? And as you exhale, a little less. This is something we're working towards. And if it feels like it's moving more efficiently this week than last week, that's fantastic. If it's a little stiff because maybe you were, I don't know, kayaking, it's something to work on to improve. Yeah. Let's move on to our imprint. So, our imprint, what am I saying? Our 100, but you imprint to get there. So, take an inhale, exhale, find your imprint, lift your legs up to tabletop one at a time if you're picking them up. Inhale, nod your chin in, exhale, curl up to look at your legs and go in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 10. Sniff, blow, 20. Now remember, if you want to make it harder, straighten the legs. Out, 2, 3, 4, 30, in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 40, in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 50, in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 60, in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 70, in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 80, in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 90, in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 100. Take an inhale. Exhale. Come on down. If you had your feet on the floor, leave them on the floor. If not, you can pull those knees into your chest. We'll just do a little side to side rock through the knees. Remember, if you have a tendency towards a sore hip, and you have a sore hip lately, don't squeeze those legs together for this knee rock, right? That having the legs right together for that actually has a tendency to bring the femur head forward in the thigh joint, right? And the hip joint, yeah. And we want that femur sitting right deep into the acetabulum, not on the front edge of it. Because when it's out there, the leg doesn't move real well in the joint. Let's come up to a seated position, folks. So, right, where we're going to go is we're just going to do a little external rotation of the humerus bone, just trying to counteract the fact that we're kind of like this all day long these days, keyboarding, brushing our hair, right? Everything's internally rotated on that humerus bone. So what I want you to do, I want you to find a comfortable position for yourself to sit in. I want your elbows alongside your body. They can, and then I want you to think about your, and they're bent at a right angle. I want you to think about your shoulder blades kind of being like a waterfall coming down your back, and feel how that kind of twists the elbows a little bit forward and opens the collarbones. Now you're going to keep that where the elbows are, and you're just going to pull the back of the hands away from each other. And you're going to come back to where the forearms are parallel to each other. You're going to exhale as you pull back and inhale forward. And as you're doing this, you're looking for work right through the back cap of that shoulder, because that's the tissue that is active to counteract inward rotation. You might feel it right along the top edge of the scapula as well. There's a muscle right there that is part of this whole system that does the external rotation. We're going to do 3 more of these. Exhale, open, inhale, close. Notice my hands are not going back into alignment with my body. If they did, right, I just moved my humerus bone to do that. And I'm just trying to counteract internal rotation. One more here. All righty. Now, while we're here, let's do a little bit of half roll back. So I want your legs bent. I want you to find your C curve. I want you to reach your arms out parallel to the floor, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Take an inhale. Exhale, rock back on your bum, holding that C curve shape. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back, and inhale, rock forward. And you're really thinking about being soft in the front of the ribs, open in the back of the ribs, opening out that low back. Now, I know I don't look very round, but I'm trying like crazy to be round, right? Cheekbone to belly button, bottom ribs to belly button. One more here. Alrighty. Let's do 3 slow roll down straight. And right, if you're having a hard time where you kind of flop down at the very end of it, what I want you to do is really think about pushing your heels away from you as you go back. Can you see how when I do that, see how that starts to roll my pelvis backwards? Yeah. So arms are out, find your C curve again. Take an inhale, exhale, curling back 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you have a challenging time coming back up again, you can do it one of 2 ways. Roll on your side and come up if you have a history of low back stuff, or you can pull one knee towards your chest, pull yourself up with that leg. We're going to do that 2 more times. So find your C curve again, drop your shoulders, take an inhale, exhale, rolling back 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we will come right back up again. One more here. Find your C curve, take an inhale. Exhale, rolling back 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, when you're down here, let's stay down here. If you like a block under your head, or maybe you're using a small folded up towel, let's pop it under there just to help the neck and shoulders be happy. And we're going to go to our basic single leg circle here. So back's in neutral, so feet are light, pelvis is heavy, low back is light, ribs are heavy. You're going to lift one leg up to tabletop or straight leg. You're going to bring your leg across center to start the circle, take it away from your face to the outside and back to where you start. Inhale to start your circle, exhale to finish it. 3, 4, and 5. And let's go the other way, outside to inside. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and place your foot down. Switching legs. Now, here's the fun thing. The only reason you would have a straight leg for this exercise, if it's comfortable having a straight leg. If it hurts in your hip or it feels like a lot of work to have a straight leg, why do that? So, right, lifting your other leg up to tabletop or straight leg, and let's go inside to outside. Inhale to start your circle, exhale to finish it. 3, 4, and 5, and then we're going to reverse, go outside to inside. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and place your foot down. Now we're going to come off our back. So you can once again bring your knee into your chest to come up, roll onto your side, whatever's the best way for you to come back up again. We're going to go to a little bit of spine twist here. So, right, all I want you to do is I want you to find a nice place sitting up straight. You can have straight legs with them right tight together, diamond legs, cross legs, and we're going to work with the arms to the outside today. Now, if you're like, oh, my shoulder's killing me, Ruth, I don't want to be there, you can be here. But you're doing the straight arm. I want you to look straight forward at eye level, and I want you to wiggle your fingertips. And if you cannot see your fingertips in your peripheral vision, you've taken your arms too far back, and your shoulders will roll forward to make that happen. Feel tall out the top of the head, 3 inhales to turn. Going in, 2, 3, exhale, center. Looking towards your backhand, 2, 3, exhale, center. In, 2, 3, exhale, center. Other side, 2, 3, exhale, center. In, 2, 3, exhale, center. Other side, 2, 3, exhale, center. One more, in, exhale, center. Last, 1, 2, 3, and center. Good, rest. Now, where we're going to go from here is we're going to go to an exercise called rolling like a ball prep. Now, I know I've done rolling like a ball with you before, but rolling like a ball prep in some ways is more challenging. And what we're going to do, and the reason that we do this, is it helps us learn how to use the low abs to do our exercises. Not that our abs are split top to bottom, but sometimes we have a hard time neurologically connecting to part of our abdominal wall that's between our belly button and our pubic bone. So, right, what you're going to do is you're going to have your legs bent and you're going to hold behind your legs just above your knees. You're going to curl back into your C curve and sneak back until your feet lift off the floor. And then you're going to hang out here and try not to move your legs as you roll your low back down towards the floor and come back up towards your legs. You're going to exhale as you curl back and inhale, come forward. Exhale, curl back. Inhale, coming forward. Now, if the breath is not working for you, you can always reverse it. You just try to keep the back around and trying not to move the thigh bones. One more here. Rolling back and coming up. Put your feet down. Yeah. Now, your hip flexors are probably talking to you big time after that. So let's just pop on down onto our backs and we'll do a little bit of our shoulder bridge just to help release that out. So feet once again are within the width of your body. Your collarbones are wide. You're gonna inhale to prepare. Exhale, press your feet on the floor. Keep your back straight and just lift up till your knees are stacked over your ankles. Inhale here. And exhale back down again. Inhale. Exhale, press your feet on the floor as you lift. Feel like you're trying to pull your heels from your bum. That helps activate the back line. And exhale, back down again. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. And exhale, back down again. Good. Just a little bit of a rock side to side through the knees here. And let's go to a little bit of our core work, staying in neutral for a moment here. So if you like something extra under your head, pop it under your head and reestablish your neutral after you've done that. Give yourself a little bit more challenge. I want your arms up in front of your chest with your palms facing each other, or if you have a sore shoulder, cross your hands on your chest. You're going to find neutral shoulder if your arms are up. And then you're just going to make sure your pelvis is heavy and your feet are light. Take an inhale. Exhale. Slowly lift one leg to tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Come back down again. Now, if we're really thinking about making the hips function really nice, as you lift up, it's kind of like you're back pedaling, kind of like you're reeling in a fishing line as you lift the leg up. And then you keep the ribs heavy as you go down. Exhale as you lift, thinking about that back pedaling of the femur into the thigh joint, the hip joint. I don't know why I'm calling it a thigh joint today. Exhale, slowly lift. Inhale. Exhale, slowly back down again. Now let's see if we can find that on the other side. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift. Can you feel that? So it's kind of back pedaling. Inhale. Exhale, back down again. Because if you do that back pedaling action as you lift, it helps the thigh bones sit into the back of that acetabulum and come back down again. That's your hip socket. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale. And exhale, let's take it back down. Just rest your arms a little side to side, rock through the knees. We're going to do an add-on here. Yeah. So, right, stop with your knees pointing at the ceiling. Arms either cross on your chest or come up in front of your chest again. Reestablish neutral shoulder if the arms are up. Now we're going back to the first leg. So pelvis is heavy, feet are light. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift that leg up. Maybe you can find that back pedaling idea. Now we're going to straighten the leg. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. And maybe you can find that back pedaling idea every time you bend your knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. One more here. Straighten and bend and put your foot down. Other leg, take an inhale. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, reach the legs straight. Now, as you bend, can you feel that sense kind of like back pedaling to get the thigh bone to sit right in the joint? Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. One more here. Reach the legs straight and bend. Put your foot down, rest your arms down a little. Side to side rock through the knees. Alrighty, it is time for obliques. So I'm going to get you to pop your hands behind your head. You can either leave your feet on the floor or take your legs to tabletop for this. If you're doing tabletop, imprint, and then when you lift your legs to tabletop, see if you can still play with that idea of backpedaling the thigh bone into the joint. Legs are tight together if they're up. You're going to inhale, nod, exhale, curl up. Inhale here, exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Other side, center, lie down. Exhale, curl up. Now think opposite shoulder to knee, center, and down. Exhale, curl up. Left shoulder to right knee, right shoulder to left knee, and down. Exhale, curl up. Rotate, rotate, down, two more, curl, rotate, rotate, down, curl, rotate, rotate, and down. Now, if you picked your legs up, put them down, open your elbows wide, rock your knees side and center again, and just see if there's a difference in the way this feels now compared to when we did it after ab prep. One more here. And then I want you to just pause center. If you have something extra under your head, lose it because we're going back to shoulder bridge. So legs are bent, feet are within the width of the body, back's in neutral. Take an inhale. Exhale, press your feet on the floor, lift up, stacking knees over your ankles. Inhale, exhale, back down again. Inhale, exhale, lift. As you lift, you want to feel those knees right over the ankles, feel that butt doing something right where your thigh and your butt meet, and come down. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale as you lift up, inhale, and exhale back down again. Now, we're going to do our add-on, right? So it's either heel lift, 3 on each side, tabletop, 3 on each side, or hardest one of the bunch, barely lift your foot off the floor 3 times on each side. And I mean, like, try to decompress the whole foot as a unit, just maybe 1/8 of an inch. It's hardest to stabilize the pelvis in that position. Your choice of which one you do today. So take an inhale, exhale, press your feet on the floor and lift up. Inhale, lift one foot, exhale, down. Inhale, lift your other foot, exhale, down. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Second foot again, and down. One more on each side. Your pelvis still nice and high. And put your bum down. Let's straighten out the legs, a little rock and roll. Put the legs in and out. Count the hamstrings, feel happier after that bit of business, eh? If you tried that 1/8 of an inch game, it's gonna make your hamstrings and your glutes go, oh my goodness. So, right, let's pop on over onto our bellies just to do a little bit of work on the back end. I'm just gonna pop a throat lozenge into my mouth because I forgot it at the beginning of class. So, right. We're going to go to a little bit of work here today that comes from the fascial workout that I learned in the spring of 2020. And what I want you to do is I want your hands beside your head with your legs close together and your kneecaps pointing down. Actually, change my mind. Let's open to a V shape. Now, all we're going to do from here is we're going to use your back muscles to lift your nose a little bit off the floor. I want you to lift your left arm off the floor, reach it to the ball above your head, and then circle it around to your leg. Bend your arm, reach through, circle around to your leg. Bend your arm, reach through, circle around. Bend your arm, reach through, circle around, and then put your arm down. Now we're going to do that on the right arm. So you're going to use your back muscles to lift your nose. Then you're going to lift your right arm off the floor, reach to the wall above your head, circle to your leg, reach, and circle, and reach, and circle, reach, and circle. I don't care how you breathe. Your body will figure it out. One more here. And then put your arm down. Now, we're going to learn the bottom end of this fun little game. So you're going to use your back muscles to lift your nose. And you're going to bend your right leg like you're trying to kick yourself in your left butt cheek. And then straighten your leg. And then the left leg bends like you're trying to kick yourself in the right butt cheek. And straighten. And right, bend, and straighten. Left, bend, and straighten. Alternating, bend, straighten, and bend. And straighten one more on each side here. And then bring your nose down. Now, here's the fun thing. We're going to put the top and the bottom together, and we're going to be working opposite sides. So right when you move your right arm, your left leg moves. Let's start on the right side this time because my right side's closer to my camera. So I want you to use your back muscles, lift your nose up a little bit, lift your right arm off the floor, and reach it towards the wall above your head. Now, as you circle that hand to your leg, bend your left leg. Then as you reach through, straighten your left leg. Pull and reach, and pull and reach, and pull and reach. One more. Pull and reach. Put your hand down, put your nose down. Let's do the other side. So, right, you're going to use your back muscles to lift your nose off the floor, lift your left arm, reach for the wall above your head. As you bring it around to your left thigh, bend your right leg. Now, straighten your leg as you reach. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Pull and reach. And pull and reach. Pull and reach. One more here. Pull and reach. Put your hand down. Bring your legs closer together. Push back into your shell stretch. Scoop your belly button in. Round out your back. Sit toward your heels. A little side to side rock is always nice. And we're going to go onto our belly for one more exercise. So come back down again. Place your hands under your forehead because we didn't do this breaststroke prep earlier. So belly buttons in. So in other words, top of the foot is a little bit pushed into the floor. Inhale, slide your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, use your back muscles to lift your upper chest away from the floor. Inhale, hold. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. And exhale, back down again. And then let's just do 2 on the 2 breath. So just inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. Let's just push back into our shell stretch again. Now, another thing you could do in your shell stretch is, you know, the undulation we do in our cat. You can do it here, but it kind of reverses. You exhale around, inhale, flatten. You think about the rounding going towards your tail, the flattening towards your head. Right when we were doing cat, the rounding was going towards your head. Exhale, round. Inhale, flatten. Round towards tail. Inhale, flatten towards head. Let's go on to our side. Do a little side leg work. We're going to start with our kick. So you want your legs at a 45 to your torso. Your feet are flexed. You're not rolled back, right? I got this black stripe on the side of my leggings. I want to see quite a bit of that because I want my ASIS point, what we think of as a hip bone. I want it angling a little bit down towards the floor, not at the wall in front of me. Yeah. Then hand can be down for balance, or hand can be on your leg. You're going to lift your top leg up, kick it forward twice, going in, exhale, pull behind you, and forward, in, exhale, pull back. Now the leg will go further forward than it does back. That's natural because the range of motion on our hip is quite a bit larger coming forward than it is going back. In, exhale, reach back. Part of what we're working on, trying to keep that leg the same height as your leg goes forward and back. It doesn't go higher in the front or higher in the back. One more here, in, exhale, reach back. Now, straight line from your head to your feet. Your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked. The side of your waist is not on the floor. You're going to try and keep it off the floor as you move that top leg. You're going to inhale to lift the top leg, flex your foot, exhale, bring it down, point. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more, up and down. Last one, up and down. We're going to do circles today. Lift that leg up and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it going behind you? Should. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reversing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you're watching your foot, your head's in a funny place. And there's 10. Take that leg down. Now, if your hip is like, oh, Lordy, just drop that top knee forward and lower and lift the bottom leg. Otherwise, we're going to do a little staggered leg here. So, right, still have the side of my waist off the floor. That's why I'm still holding my shirt so you can see that. You're going to lift the top leg, lift the bottom leg, take it back down. Up, squeeze, and down. So I'm trying to keep this space the same, but I got to be careful. Sometimes people kind of rotate the legs forward in an effort to try and do that. We don't want that. Up, squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze, slowly down. Up, squeeze, and down. One more here. Up, squeeze, and down. Double leg lift. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Lift, and down. Two more. Lift, and down. Last one. Lift, and down. Fun and games. Let's do this on the other side, please. So, right, we're setting up with our legs at that 45-degree angle. Remember, if you line yourself up with the back of your mat, and then just kind of angle your feet forward. Actually, I'll get a little bit this way because when I straighten my legs otherwise, you won't be able to see my feet. Yeah. Remember, right? Don't want to have the pelvis rolled back. You want to feel like, right, this is your greater trochanter. You want to feel like you're a little bit on the front of it, not right on the very apex of it. Right, and I'm talking the side of your leg on, yeah? Side of the waist is off the floor. And you're just gonna lift your top leg up, kick it forward twice, going in, exhale, pull the leg behind you, and forward, in, exhale, pull the leg back. Now the torso will react to the leg moving, but you're trying to keep your shoulders from rolling forward and back. You're trying to keep your ribs from wanting to arch as your leg goes back, in, exhale, point your foot and pull it back, in, point your foot and pull it back. Two more, in, exhale, reach back. Last one, in, and reach. Now, straight line from your head to your feet. Hips are still stacked, right? Find your core. You're gonna lift your top leg up, flex your foot, bring it down, point your foot. Now remember, if you reach out that top leg as you're moving it, it will help your torso be a little bit more engaged in this exercise and that your torso isn't moving around a lot, right? Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. One more here, up and down. Now we'll do circles, lifting up, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reversing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Press that leg down. Whew. Those circles can be fun sometimes, eh? Staggered leg. Inhale, lift the top leg. Exhale, lift the bottom leg. Take them both down. Up. Squeeze your legs together and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze and down. Notice I'm not lifting my legs super high because I'm really focused on trying to keep my waist off the floor. That means I've got to keep my top leg reaching away from the top of my head. And I'm trying not to move my pelvis a lot. One more here. Okay, double leg lift. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. 2, down. 3, 4, and 5. Good, rest. Whew. Okay, let's just come to a seat, come onto our back. Just do a little bit of a release for the hips after that. You can always pop something into your head for this. Feet are the width of your mat. Just drop one knee to the middle, pick it up. Drop your other knee into the middle and pick it up. And we'll just do one more to each side here. And let's come to a seated position. We're going to do a little bit of spine stretch forward here. So for spine stretch forward, diamond legs, straight legs are a good idea. Straight legs, if you're doing them, feet are about shoulder distance apart. Most important thing is that you're not sitting like this, right? Because I want to be right up on my pelvis, hands on your legs, collarbones wide, tall, tall, tall. Imagine your back's on the wall behind you. Take an inhale, exhale. Start with your head, round forward. Your hands can slide down your shins a little bit as you do this. Inhale and exhale back up again. But remember, elbows stay bent here. Exhale, rounding forward. It's like you're going over a railing that's above your belly button. Inhale. Exhale back up again. We're working on, can you soften the front of your chest as you round forward? And then you're working on the back muscles, picking you back up again. Exhale, round forward. Inhale. And exhale, come back up again. 2 breaths. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more here, down. And up. And I want us to go down onto our bellies to do a little bit of swan dive prep, right? Doing our bigger back extension. So I want your hands beside your head. Your legs are open to a V shape. Now, when we're here, we want our knees a little bit turned out, not hugely turned out. So I just want you to start with your knees pointing straight down at the floor. And then I want you to just get a little bit of compression through the tissue of your bum to pull your heels towards the middle a little bit. And when you do that, you'll notice your knees roll slightly outwards. That's all we're looking for. We're not trying to get our knees 100% sideways. And we're just trying to keep that as we do our back extension. You're going to inhale, slide your shoulders away from your ears. You're going to exhale, use your back muscles to lift up. Then use your arms and your bum to come higher. Reach out those toes. Inhale, exhale back down again. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, coming up. You're trying to create an even curve from head to tail and back down again. So it's not about trying to get high. Exhale as you come up. It's not even about the elbows getting straight. It's about trying to make a shape like a rocker on a rocking chair. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. And exhale down. Let's just shell stretch. Sitting back over your heels. Rounding out your back. Scoop your belly button in. You could do your side to side rock here. You could do your undulation. Whatever feels best to your body right now. One more nice deep breath. And we'll just finish with a quick little round of mermaid, yeah? So legs can be crossed, diamond. If your hip joint doesn't like this outward rotation of the thigh bone, because that's what this is you can always have straight legs, but a wider leg position to help yourself not tip over. Now you're just gonna have your hands beside your body, feel tall out the top of your head. Inhale, lift one hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, side bend, keeping both sit bones down. Inhale, come back up to the ceiling. Exhale, take your arm down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. One more of these. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Up and release. Now we're going to just add in a rotation. So you're going to inhale, side bend, exhale, rotate, inhale, side bend, exhale, out of it. Inhale, side bend. Turn your chest to face the floor. Turn your chest to face the wall in front of you and come out of it. Just one more of those on each side. So inhale, side bend, exhale, rotate, inhale, side bend, exhale, up, inhale, side bend, exhale, rotate, inhale, side bend, and up. Good. I am calling you folks done. So thank you for coming and hanging out with me and doing some Pilates.